Hey everybody, Lead Speed here. It's been a while, hasn't it? But yeah, BANLIST season is upon us. We have like BANLIST discussions, people see scans and whatever. Actually, there was apparently a V-Jump scan, Japan gets like, they get like the BANLIST in like book form or something like that or whatever, and apparently there were like V-Jump pictures that have been leaked and whatever, and the first thing that everybody was freaking out about was Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, coming back to 1. Now, see, that's gonna be like, here's the thing I have to say about that. First of all, like, it's not confirmed yet, and honestly, I'm gonna be one of the very few people, I don't know how many of you guys are actually gonna wait or gonna believe this list, but I'm gonna be one of the few that's gonna wait till August 20th for Konami to post the official ban list on the Yu-Gi-Oh card site or whatever. I'm gonna wait till they actually post it on the 20th. So every list I see, most of it I'm not gonna believe at all. But that doesn't mean I can't discuss my reactions to lists that may appear here and there. So you know what? Let's talk about this latest ban list that has been leaked. So, for the newly forbidden cards, we have Burner, Dragon Ruler of Sparks, Lightning, Dragon Ruler of Drafts, Reactant, Dragon Ruler of Pebbles, Stream, Dragon Ruler of Droplets, and Spellbook of Judgment. Okay, so, wow, and wow. So, all 4 of the baby Dragon Rulers that fueled the deck and that came out in OCG in those promo pack thingamawhats, they all of a sudden getting banned. Now, I did find it a little bit strange, but at the same time, I guess it's a way to say, well, we got the tins with the big dragons coming out, and it's about time that you use these dragons in other decks. You use you use Blaster, Dragon Ruler of Infernos, and Fire Fist and stuff like that, and vice versa. You use Redox in gadgets or psychics or anything like Earth based, or like Madolche, I guess, if you want to run that, and vice versa. So I guess it's a way to say, you know what, we've already made money off this stuff, and we're just gonna hit these baby dragons down to 0, just flat out ban them and not give a second thought. And then Spellbook of Judgment, this pretty much means that Spellbook can go back to the way they were before Spellbook of Judgment was ever created in the OCG. So I guess that's kind of cool, but this sounds way too good to be true. But from the rest of this list, I'm guessing this would be more towards a very slow format. Hopefully not too slow, because I hate games that last for like 5 hours at a time. Anyways, to the newly limited list: Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster, Gen X Ally Birdman, Mermail Abyss Tias, Wind-Up Shark, Trishula Dragon of the Ice Barrier, Number 11 Big Eye, Divine Wind of Mist Valley, Super Rejuvenation, and Abyss Sphere. So, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster. Now, the OCGs actually had this card for quite a while, actually. So, for everybody's all being freaking out and stuff because, oh my god, Rooster just came out in the TCG like last week and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but the OCG got it first. Like, it was a V-Jump edition card that they got a long time ago, and they've had it long enough. So if they did hit this card, then it's because they've had it for a while, and obviously it's pretty much the core of the 3-axis Fire Fist deck, which is basically Spirit, Panther or Leopard, and then you have Rooster and all that other stuff. So the level 3 guys. And then you do a lot of crazy synchro and exceeds plays, and you can also run Blaster and Burner. So yeah, I guess it's kind of like a preemptive hit or whatever, before, because apparently they were doing really well before Dragon Wars Prophecy appeared and stuff like that. So they wanted to slow them down just a little bit as well. Gen X Ally Birdman. Now, this is an interesting card. This card and Divine Wind of Mist Valley, both cards are involved in an FTK, which apparently involves Harpy Dancer and Divine Wind of Mist Valley and Gen X Ally Birdman. They didn't want to hurt Harpy Dancer because, it's a Harpy card, and, it's new Harpy support, and they need it, so you may as well just hit the other cards in the deck, even though I know some people are going to be pretty upset about this because, they may run like a Mist Valley deck of sorts, and obviously hitting it to 1 would kill the deck. And Gen X Ally Birdman just is just really good tuner monster all around. I mean, you can balance any face-up monster you control to the hand and special summon it, so you can recycle like Mega Phantom Beast, Hamstrat, as I explained in my deck profile and stuff like that, and any sorts of monsters. And it's also good in decks like Monster Mash and whatever, you know, Gallus Agents or whatever. But you know, I guess it's just because of the Harpy Dancer FTK, so I don't know, it's just kind of weird, I guess. Mermavistius. Now, the OCG did get this, so I mean, they could probably hit this. It's basically the level 7 search card, and I mean, I was expecting Dragoons, but I guess with this, they can leave the Atlanteans alone. They can let Atlanteans be their own deck, but they could just hit one of the big consistency boosters in the deck in the form of Mermavistius. Same with Abyssphere. Abyssphere pretty much being an Abyss Lind in trap form, because with it you're just gonna grab Lind from the deck, and then when she gets destroyed you get a Mermail from the deck, and then you just do a bunch of shenanigans. And yeah, it's definitely annoying, but you know, I had a feeling it would get hit at some point. Now again, I'm not gonna accept it as real yet, but I'm explaining my reactions and stuff like that. Wind Up Shark. Now what's interesting is that on the Wind Up Magician's basically unlimited on this list, and then Wind Up Shark's limited, so they basically switch it around. I guess that's okay, just because Wind Up Shark's effect activating in the hand does cause some problems when you have like Magician or Wind Up Factory. You can pretty much get any kind of searching you want going by just activating an effect in the hand, which is pretty crazy. Trishula. Yeah, everyone's freaking nuts about Trishula. Like, I'm not even kidding right now. Like, I swear everyone's got a freaking boner from freaking Trishula. Now, I'm pretty sure people have said that before about me, maybe, when, you know, I had a thing for Mermail Abyssgund and maybe Talaya. But again, they didn't go and get themselves banned. Like, Trishula got herself banned. Like, how am I supposed to have one of those things for a dragon that got banned or whatever? I don't know. But I mean, if it comes back to one, cool. I may run it in my Talaya Plants deck, but that remains to be seen. But again, I'm just gonna wait till the actual list comes out. But I guess it could come back, but I'm very iffy. I'm very 50-50-ish on it. Number 11, Big Eye. It's Big Eye. It's really good, and honestly, it also stops the whole Big Eye war. You know, Big Eye take their Big Eye, and the next turn they Big Eye take your Big Eye, take Big Eye. You get what I mean. Plus, it's just really, really good, and it's actually abused in certain decks. So, pretty much with that one Big Eye you have, you better use it wisely. Just saying. And then, you know, Divine Wind, I already explained that. For the semi-limited cards, Gladiator Beast, Bestiary, Gors, the Emissary of Darkness, Neospatial Grand Mole, and Black Whirlwind. Bestiary, it could come back, I guess, but it's kind of weird how they're actually bringing back Bestiary. If I remember, they didn't plan on bringing back Bestiary anytime soon because Geysera spam, and that's kind of they're kind of against that or whatever. That's what I'm remembering at least. Gors at 2. Now, I'm very iffy about Gors at 2, but I guess the thing about Gors is that, you know, it's kind of weird. I can kind of see why, mainly because, you know, maybe people haven't used Gors as frequently, and maybe it's easier to play around, but it's still going to be really annoying to deal with 2 Gors. Grand Mole, I'm very 50-50 on it because the card's been at 1 for a long time, and for it to just go to 2, there's got to be some reason behind it. So it's, I mean, it's more or less like a counter action to like Xyz or Synchros or anything like that. So, meh, it's weird indeed. Black Whirlwind. Now, people compare this to Wind Up Factory, which pretty much does the same thing. Now, the thing with Black Whirlwind, it's a little bit different though, because it works on any normal summon. So if you use like Double Summon, which is not practical, or Ultimate Offering, which I think it was a thing back when it was a 3, I don't remember precisely, but you can get a bunch more searches. You know, you summon Sirocco, get Shura, and then Surge Bora, and yada yada. You just keep doing stuff like that, and you can maybe OTK, but that's not really a thing, so we'll have to see if that actually does anything, if this is real, of course. For the newly unlimited list, Tsukiyomi, Wind Up Magician, Advanced Ritual Art, Emergency Call, Pot of Duality, Scapegoat, and Mirror Force. Tsukiyomi, it's kind of weird that they bring it to 3, but then again, it's not like it's that big of a deal these days. Wind Up Magician, pretty much just a flip-flop, and I guess it's better, I don't know. Advanced Ritual Art, I guess Perfect Herald has an extra Advanced Ritual Art to play with, or Demise OTK has another extra one to play with, and yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting, I'll say that much. Emergency Call, kind of interesting how they're bringing that back to 3. I guess it's because they think, you know, heroes can't really do all that much anymore, so they're just like, you know, we're just gonna just throw a bone back to them. We're just gonna throw an emergency call back. Pot of duality. Now the card was a 2 mainly because, well, in my opinion, was because it was just like, it was just one of those cards that like most decks would run 3 of, and then it was just like, you know what, we're gonna give it the bottomless trap hole treatment. We're gonna cut it to 2, so the max you're allowed to run is 2. And I'm pretty sure you'd run as many copies as you were allowed, depending on the deck you played. And so I guess they just wanted to give control decks a bit more consistency. Scapegoat. Now this is interesting, Scapegoat, because I don't know, guess people are gonna want to play Go format. No, I'm kidding, but you can use it for all sorts of stuff like synchro fodder. You can use it for econ, creature swap. I just find it kind of weird how they're putting it from 1 to 3. And I guess it works with Mecha Phantom Beast too, since they work with tokens, as you will know. But yeah, and then lastly, Mirror Force. It's kind of weird. I mean, I feel like it's not even necessary, but yay, 3 Mirror Force. So you're pretty much not going to want to attack ever now. In fact, having Gore as a 2 pretty much means you don't even want to attack, because any of those traps spring on you and it's like, it's over. So in all, the list looks good. I mean, I like some of the cards on this list, but I'm on the fence on it. I'm going to wait till the actual list gets confirmed on the 20th. Or if Shriek OCG or TCG posts it up or whatever. But I just wanted to, you know, say my reactions about the cards or whatever, and, you know, have a little discussion on it, I guess. And maybe, you know, you guys can let me know what you guys think about this list. If should it be real or not, and if it was real, like, what do you think would happen and stuff like that. That's what I like to talk about, not that, oh my god, it's real, because it just causes a lot of unnecessary hype for no reason. And I just hate all that kind of hype. So yeah. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Peace.